Hey everyone, thanks for joining us again. I'm JoJo, one of your hosts here with Center Stage 1 podcast here at the Bay Street Theater. And we're here with Allavie, Venishu, and we're talking about everything about her art. So tell us, who are you? Tell us about your art.
Thank you. Thank you. My name's Allavie. I'm so blessed and grateful and honored to be here today. So where I'm at right now with my art is probably the healthiest place I've ever been. I started writing songs like consciously, right? When I was a kid, we all do like la 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 la. So I started writing songs around 2014. I took a songwriting class in college and I studied acting in school. And then when I took the songwriting class, that kind of changed my whole dream. I said, I don't want to do acting anymore. I want to write my own story. So I started writing songs on my guitar. Actually, I didn't even know how to play the guitar when I started first writing songs. I had an amazing song writing teacher at Rollins, and he just like let me write, and I was like, okay. And then it was hard once I got into, around the people that actually could play and write too, because mine was a little bit more like we're just trusting, we're free forming it. And I want to say that was actually probably a really great training ground that made me trust myself. And I would say I finally let go of self-sabotage. It took me 10 years to finally come out with an album. I started writing, like I said, in 2014. I wrote my title track of my EP that I released in October called Land of Allavie. And I wrote that song in 2015. And I just released it in 2024.
Wow.
So, and I just got distracted through life, traveling, jobs. I finally I was in like a pretty unhealthy relationship. And then my dad passed away. This was all in like 2022. And it was super hard. I got ill, like physically, emotionally. I ended up actually experiencing extreme hair loss, alopecia. And I just think it became so hard. And especially with my dad dying, I realized that life is finite. I might not have another year. I might, my whole life crumbled and all I had was my music. And so I finally found somebody that I love to create that with. And so I'm in a place where I have finally put out that project. And I also feel like I finally did it,
Well, that's amazing.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry you had to go through all that turmoil in order to get to where you are now. But there's a lot of artists that go through that to be inspired or to have those moments of those deep feelings to create. Did you feel that during that time after the passing of your father and everything else that was going on with your health?
Yeah, I think it was almost like it was my only lifeline because, like I said, everything had just literally my whole life burned. My father passed. We were super close. He was somebody that always believed in me. And he said, make it happen, make it happen. And I always was like a hippie. So I'm like, no, dude, like, let it flow. Like, we'll just manifest it. And then I really understood. I'm like, oh yeah, you actually do have to work hard at your dreams to make it happen. So yeah, it was something that it was like a therapy. And like learning and being in the studio. And it was me and my friend Graham that I've known for years. And he's like a musical genius. So he was able to take all my ideas and all my kind of demos that I just have with my guitar. And like we could build these really beautiful songs that did heal me.
That's beautiful. Now, you mentioned a lot of influences that you had. You had your teacher that just let you kind of flow. You had your friend. Anyone else that really inspired you for your artwork?
Yeah, that's a great question. Well, I'm a huge Lady Gaga fan. I've always been, because she's so brave. She does whatever she wants. Well, I think she does whatever she wants. She's so amazing with the way she dresses, with her art, the way that she songwrites, the things that she says, the hair. Like she's not afraid to always change and to always reinvent herself.
Yes.
And that's what I was doing. And it actually was a strange coincidence, but because this is my real hair, by the way. So yay, it grew back. I'm so grateful. So now I don't really wear wigs as much, but I do love a good wig. And so I would wear like this purple wig and this long blonde one. And I was like, oh my gosh, like it boosted my confidence and it made me kind of find kind of this alter ego or like this other part of myself that Gaga, like she just exemplifies and just seems effortless. I know she's been through a lot too.
Yeah.
But I think that maybe she's pretty honest with like her mental health struggles and just like she had, she like broke her hip at one point. Like she'd been through a lot of like really intense stuff in the public eye. So yeah, I always like, she's just kind of like, she's called Mother Monster. She's kind of like my mom a little bit because I've known her since I was in high school. I remember seeing like her poker face, like crazy, amazing art, music video. And I was like, who the heck is that? Like, what the heck? Like, she's got this super blonde hair. Like, this is wild. Who that? Like, I felt like I judged her at first. And then I was like, never mind. I love her.
I think we all did that at the beginning. It was
Yeah,
like,
for
what
sure.
is this meat outfit you're wearing? And then like, oh wait, your music's amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going through your creative style there.
Yeah.
Did you feel like with every maybe different wig that you wore or outfit that you wore expressing yourself, did your art change with every style that you became?
I would say it does, because now that I have like my natural hair, I've gone back to like what's the word I'm looking for? Like the foundation of when I started writing, like just my guitar and my voice, like finding that truth, that realness, that singer-songwriter that's in me, that'll always be in me. And to be honest with you, I didn't think that just that was good enough. So I didn't release my music. I didn't like do much of really showing myself, because I was like, well, it's not good enough. Like, it's not perfect. It's not totally produced. I want to be this big pop star and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And now that I have like put that energy into a project, like that younger part of myself, like that is like, but what about me? So yeah, I felt like, yes, like the power of the outfits and the hair and the makeup is so real and it's so strong. Like, if you don't believe in it, go put on a wig and go do your makeup and you'll feel like a different person.
So true.
And so it's like this armor that you can put on, like this like superhero outfit almost. And yeah, it definitely helped me through it, because when I was like not feeling good and kind of depressed and sad about my dad's passing, and also just life not working out, or me not thinking it's working out, I would put that on, go to the studio, sing my song, and be like, oh, I'm awesome. Never mind. Before I was, ooh, and then you gotta get out of your house, out of bed, go see people who probably are living a somewhat normal life.
Yeah.
And realize that, that darkness and that it can be changed in an instant. The depth of it will take time, but that just that little moment of of relief from what we go through is worth it.
So deep. I love that. That hit. What song or creation have you done that you're most proud of?
Ooh, that's a great question. Well, my whole album that's called Land of Allavie is definitely my biggest thing that I'm proud of. I created the album artwork with AI, and I was like, no, I want it like this and like that, and like actually going through that process of oh, I really like this part of the song, or this is great, or wait, I don't like this at all. And then like redoing a whole song or a whole vocal and then realizing actually I like the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So having that, going really like meticulous and granular with like each of my songs, but then also being like, okay, we're good. Like it's fine. I probably released the album, like I think it was basically ready for like 3 months, like ish. There was maybe just the tiniest, but I was so, and it was just me and the producer, producer engineer. And it's not like I have a label. It's not like I had a team like saying like, oh, that's a good idea, which is honestly a great thing. Like I think
Yes.
that's amazing. But it really was like a really nice process and beautiful process to realize that, okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. I say 80%. If it's 80 to 90%, let it go. People are not going to hear whatever imperfection that you think is there. Just, this is first it's for me. Now it's for the world. I can't control if people like it or not. I really can't. We can, market it as much as we can and not if we don't if we don't have the budget yet. And then the first single that I put out is called Just a Dream. And that's my proudest song. We probably spent the longest time on that song. And it just, I feel like it really is something different. And I feel like it's my sound.
So, how long did it take from start to finish for this album?
Probably at least a year and a half to 2 years. I funded it by myself, so it's also like it takes time to like get the budget together and be like, oh well, now we have to change this, and then that costs money. So, I'm happy that it took that amount of time. I think it would take less time now, but yeah.
Less time because this was your first time coming out with the album and you kind of got all the kinks out?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, and I also like now I understand a little more, like I can do more work before I come in with a demo, like which is just like the first cut of a song to the studio. Like I sometimes think I wasted not a ton of time, but like you want, like now I'm like going to go in, okay, here's the demo, here's the idea, here's the tempo, here's the chords. I think this is the key it's in. Here's the lyrics. Like let's work from that. Yeah.
That's great.
Thank you.
So, how long, just kind of since we're in here in Florida in Eustis,
Yeah.
have you lived in Eustis? Where are you located?
So I actually live in the next town over. I live in Tavares right now.
Okay, seaplane.
Yes, seaplane city of the world or
Yeah.
whatever. I actually grew up in Lake County. I went to Mount Dora High School.
Ooh.
I moved back to the area when my dad passed away, just a little bit after that. So maybe in 2023, like later on. My dad passed in 2022 in July on the 22nd. So there's like lots of numbers there.
Yes.
He's an angel. Michael Andrew Vincent.
Oh.
And I dedicate, my life and my work to him. We cremated him and his ashes were a little bit pink. I've never seen that.
Interesting.
It was wild.
Huh.
Yes. So yes, I grew up in the area. And I've lived here since I was about 6 years old.
Okay, great. And you mentioned that you can, now that you know what to do with your album, that next albums are going to come out a little faster. So once people really get to hear your stuff, they won't have to wait as long, like a year or 2 years for your next thing.
Honestly, I don't know, to be honest, because now I've pivoted a little bit
Yes.
to vocal coaching.
Ooh.
Because of, yes, it's something that you're so cute. My one of the women that actually got me back into singing live, because I started in 2018. And then I took a break around COVID and then did like a whole nother career and just got super distracted. Self-sabotage. It's not a distraction. It's self-sabotage, you guys. Do it. Put your art out. We need it. So I totally lost my train of thought now. I was
okay.
like, oh, that
Vocal
I'm doing.
coach.
Yeah, vocal coaching. Thank you. So I've been kind of like, yeah, I need to make another album and da da da. And honestly, I've kind of like surrendered because I feel like the source spirit, my angels have been telling me like, it's just that, the signs, like I'm trying to book here, it's not working. I want to do this. So I'm always writing. It's just part of who I am. But I don't think I need to force another album out, but I do release singles. So I'm doing that, and I'm learning to produce on my own and do that. I think it's important as a vocal coach, as well, my type of vocal coaching, like not just going to stop like being an artist. I think it's important because that's part of my coaching is like helping artists, helping other people, make an album.
Yeah.
Get rid of all the distractions. Go put out like a 4-song EP. Just try. And what's the worst that can happen?
Nothing bad.
Yeah. What's the best that can happen? Yes.
Everything good.
Exactly. So yeah, I feel really I'm super excited and focused on that part to give back, and then also to use that skill set and that funding that I get from my amazing students to put out another album.
So are your students children, adults, all above?
Mostly they are adults. I'm open to, I do have an 11-year-old right now.
Yay.
I have coached as young as 5 years old.
Wow.
So right now I do have a kid. I forgot. Sorry, Adeline, I love you. She's amazing. It's amazing working with kids because we songwrite together and we just chill. Like we hang out because I always think about like, what would I want as a kid or at any level? Like what's the attention? What's the love? What would I need? So I'm not like, this is what you need to do. Because I hated that. That's why I got into vocal coaching too. Because I was like, there's got to be something better than this.
Yes.
Because it's like, well, you're doing this wrong and you're doing that wrong. You're doing that wrong. Go fix it. See you next week. I'm like, I hate you. but they were right. Yeah. But at the same time, like, that's not how I learn the best. Yeah. It's just not. So I'm always like doing my best to motivate and like affirm, I don't want to be pie in the sky like, oh, you're great at everything. Like you are, but we can refine these skills. So it's really fun working with her and songwriting. But yeah, I work with beginners to pro level, any age.
Any age, everybody. Yeah. Wow. So you went from, the challenges of life to creating your own album within 1.5 to 2 years, and now you're vocal coaching. You've done a whole bunch of different things all in our local area. So tell us, the viewers, where we can find you if we want to contact you.
Absolutely. So my name is Allavie, and I will put it in the description. I have a link. I actually do free voice assessment calls. They're 30 minutes to an hour. We might get a little coaching in there, but we just talk about your goals, your challenges, and like what you're looking to do with your voice. We talk and see if we're a good fit. I'm not everybody's coach, and not every student would be my best fit either. So it's just time to and I'm always like, hey, if there's somebody better for you, go find that person. Because once you find the right coach and you work on your chest voice and the way that you see yourself and your identity, like you can do anything. And that might not be me. And I'm okay with that. But it might be. And I'd love to coach you. So yeah, well, I always like share that link, but I'm on all social medias. I have Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I've got my own YouTube channel where I actually put out free content every week. I have a long form piece of content, and then I put out shorts during the week. So yeah, right. Allavie.
Make sure to look at our information here for this video so you can find her. And thank you so much for coming to this podcast, and we'll hope to see you next time.
Bye. Everybody.
For you everywhere, been searching for you everywhere. Then I look up and there you are. Been flying through the clouds, shining bright and singing loud. Your love keeps me on the ground. Don't tell me that it's just a dream. I need you here with me, so come along with me. As we are flying free towards our destiny, with me. La da da dum, la da 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 dum. I'm used to flying free, but lately I've been lonely. Could you be the dream I'm praying for? Da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Keep me company, be my honeybee. Let's make love by the seashore. Don't tell me that it's just a dream. I need you here with me, so come along with me as we are flying free towards our destiny. So take a chance with me. The universe whispers, you've got to listen close, which way the future flows. Tap into spirit, feel it and hear it. Magic is in what we don't know. Oh, don't tell me that it's just a dream. I need you here with me, so come along with me as we are flying free towards our destiny. So take a chance with me. Don't tell me that it's just a dream. I need you here with me, so come along with me. Don't tell me, as we are flying free towards our destiny. So take a chance with me.